All right, what's going on, guys? Young46. I'm going to talk to you guys about putting. We're going to talk about putting speed, how to calculate it, and then I'm also going to show you how to put that into a spreadsheet for all my folks that like to use a spreadsheet. If you're a calculator user, it's going to be pretty easy. So what we're going to do first is we're going to do 7.9 divided by the green speed. Here in the top right, we can see it is championship 13 green. So we're going to take 7.9 divided by 13. That's going to give us 0.0 or 0.607. We're going to round that up and we're going to go 0.61. All right, so 0.61 is our number. We're going to take 0.61. Then we're going to multiply that by the distance of the putt, which is 8.9 feet. All right, so we take 0.61 times 8.9. That gives us 5.4 feet. Now we add or subtract elevation. All right, so here we can see it's downhill 1. We're going to subtract 1. And then from there we just add 2. So we add 2 and then we get 6.4 feet. And that's how hard we need to hit this putt. And then from there, if you're not really familiar with their scales, you can just divide that by whatever power meter you want to use. I'm going to use 15 here. So that's going to be 43%. And all we do, we just step up. I'm not going to aim too much on this. And then we're just going to hit 43% power, which is going to be about right there. And putt drops, pretty good speed there. Now it works for any green speed, okay? So let's talk a little bit about how we would build that out if we were putting that into a spreadsheet, right? So we could do it a couple different ways. We can call this one green speed. Okay, we'll move this out a little bit. And then this will be a box where we can enter in some type of information. We'll color code it green for green speed. All right, and then we'll talk about distance. So distance being the putting distance, and then elevation. And we'll say adjusted number, which is going to be the actual feet we need to hit the putt. I'm just going to color code these however you guys want to do it. I just like it separate colors. That's just me. Then our adjusted number is going to be in yellow. Put a nice little border around this. I'm going to go full screen. I'm going to back myself out here. So I'm going to take myself out. That way you guys can see everything. All right, I'm going to make this a little bigger because I know sometimes it's difficult to see on the stream here. All right, so we're doing big numbers here. And we're just going to put a border around that just because I'm OCD like that and I like that variance. Okay, so let's say green speed is 13. One more thing I got to do, got to center that. Putting distance, let's say it's 8.6, and that's always going to be in feet. Elevation is going to be -1, and then we need to know our adjusted. So our adjusted, our equation is going to be equals parentheses 7.9 divided by this number. Okay, and that's going to give us that 0.61, right? And I'm just showing you that. And we can round that number up, or however we want to do that. Or we can just kind of factor that in a little bit, maybe add a little bit more to that too. Doesn't really matter. You can do an equation in here to round up. We can do equals round up. Okay, then we just do that, and then that should give us, I don't use round up too much, but obviously it is not going to work in that equation. So we'll play around with that another time. That just makes me look goofy. All right, so again, that's going to give us that 0.607. And then from there, we want to take that number, so we want to put another bracket in. And we want to multiply that number by the distance, okay? And that's going to give us that 5.22 we were talking about. All right, now we need to factor this part in. Okay, so then this is going to be another parenthesis. And then we're going to add this number. And then we're going to add 2 to that number. That's going to give us that 6.22. And then from there, we can round up using this, make that to 2. All right, and then that's going to be our adjusted scale. So we know we need to hit it 6.23 feet. And then if you don't want to work out what everything is every time, you can use whatever scale you want. These are the scales that I typically use. So I use the 15-foot scale, 30, 60, and 100. So then I can put equals this number divided by 15. Okay, equals this number divided by 30. This number divided by 60 equals this number divided by this number. So that's going to give me percentages. We can go to format cells. We can go to percentage and then make that 2 decimals. Again, I'll kind of amp that up so you guys can see that. And that's going to make it really easy. Then all you have to do is just type it in. Say the green speed changes to 11. That now becomes 7.18 feet. And if it changes to 10, changes to 14. And it's going to do all that for you. But if you like to do it by hand or by calculator, which I've been doing, so I haven't been using a spreadsheet for better part of probably 5-6 weeks now. I kind of like it, but it's all just calculator. It's pretty quick, especially once you get to know, like 10 is going to be 0.79, 11 is going to be 0.72, 12 is 0.66, 14 is 0.57, 9 is 0.88. You start to understand that real quick. So if I'm calculating championship 13 greens, right, and I've got 7.9 times 0.61, and then whatever, minus 1 plus 2 divided by 15, bam, you can calculate it out like that once you get used to it. A lot of it's just comfort level. Yeah, if you guys are spreadsheet users, this is a real quick and easy way to do putting. If you have any questions, let me know. Be sure to give the video a thumbs up. If you guys are on Mixer, which is kind of starting to be up and coming with the whole Ninja thing, mixer.com/young46. And I look forward to seeing you guys on the stream or next video.